Stay tuned to the very end of the video. We'll see what's in this box for the freebie from Eaglemoss for this month. RetroTech Ralph is proudly sponsored by my friends at One Click Print. However you want your prints, they offer quality and premium service on a variety of materials. Visit them at oneclickprint.com. Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here, one of the Star Trek Eaglemoss Hero Collector, Star Trek Picard, Star Trek Universe, official Star Trek Collection, model and magazine review. This time we're actually up to issue number 5, and this is the Romulan Vessel. I think they could have got a better name than that, to be honest, but it just says Romulan Vessel. There were a few of these on the Picard series. We had... Oh, it would look like they were either supposed to be modern-day warbirds or not. I don't know. There's a Romulan flagship coming in episode 8. There's a Nerrick shuttle snakehead thing coming out next. Oh, it's a bit weird why they just call it this. They should have called it the Bird of Prey, because they've got... Oh, forget it. It's fine. It's just me waffling on. Seal took off. Seal also damaged the box as well, and I'm getting a little bit annoyed with these being sealed in, because I like to have them pristine, and I can't because Eaglemoss is sending boxes out that look like they've been on the back of a container for the past 6 months. So that's my gripe over with. Let's get inside at the model and the magazine. Okay, so Romulan Vessel. Just Romulan Vessel. It gets me a little bit that it's just called Romulan Vessel. It's like saying white wine for something that's white wine. I get the comedy of it anyway, so that's fine. If we can turn that light off, it doesn't give much... the new lighting in here means I've got reflections down here. So we have to rethink this a little. Okay, so we have the front page there. 3 Romulan vessels. Romulan Empire, 24th century. Barely. This is the end of the 24th. So we're going to be the next series on Picard, 25th. Length, 776.2 meters. It's not a massive ship. So this is like kind of a small sort of scout vessel, maybe? Or maybe a lot of these needed to be around. Ooh, those lights behind me are really bad, aren't they? Because I've put new lighting in the garage and I really can't get a decent picture on there for you. Not without turning everything off. But I think we can get the idea of what this is. Yeah, you can see that, I'm sure. Yeah, not particularly too bad, particularly too good, but yeah, that's fine. So we have a nice, sleek, bent-up design on the wings there. Cockpit on front, very wide cockpit, that's kind of strange. These are the concept art for the whole thing. Potentially the wings bend down. But a different cockpit there, unless that's the underside. Yeah, there's the full... See, you've got this bird of prey underneath it. So why didn't they call it a bird of prey? Modern, a 25th century bird of prey. I don't know. Looks a bit... Yeah, it's fine. Still got the crest of a big bird on the underneath of it. So, designing the Romulan fighter. Fighter now, is it? Woo! Okay, so we've changed it already from Romulan Vessel to fighter. It's one of those ships, I think, it doesn't know what it's supposed to be. Which is... I don't blame John Eves, I don't blame the designers. It's the actual makers of the series. They didn't know exactly where to get these, where to put these in. But, so it's a Romulan fighter now, is it? Okay. I mean, it's got some lovely elements. You can put 2 of those together and then side by side you can get the Romulan Warbird. Very similar too, on the shape of that. And again, there's a lot of... It's a style, it's John Eves' style, we can tell a mile off on a lot of these. And the bird underneath. Looks like a pterodactyl. You know, the beak there, wings. Okay. We'll have a look at that on the model when we get to it. The ship makes a brief appearance in the first season when it delivers Nerrick to the Borg cube. So it wasn't in the final episode. I kind of thought it was. There were a lot of Romulan ships on there. So basically just, yeah, it was in a couple of episodes, apparently, according to the Memory Alpha. Remembrance, Maps of Legends, Nepenthe. So it wasn't a few, or it wasn't. But by the by, really, it's fine. So, magazine done, and we'll have a look now at the actual model. And it's over here. Thank you very much. So, usual polystyrene. Actually, no, that looked polystyrene. I've not moved this out before, and it's kind of broke off already. Is this already been opened? Can't have been. Right. Stand 4436A/A. Looks like the goes standard behind the wings. It's a very wide ship, not as long as, but very wide. Very dark. It's that paint scheme we're doing again. It's kind of dark, but it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's dirty, but it's not. Well, let's get you in a little bit. Let's turn this around and let's get there. Cockpit view. Very interesting. The red parts, maybe squash bussard collectors possibly. I know the Romulans use a different type of warp core than what the Federation do. Back end, yellow. No clear parts, just painted, or are they clear? I can't tell if these are painted bits or not. It's like we've got this part here not fully attached. There's a gap on there. Let's see if I can focus in. There's a little gap on there. Yours might not have this if you get this yourself. I'll leave that for a second. Back end of the ship. I mean, it's a lovely shade of green. Dark, light, very metallic. Let's come down the wings. Very, very, very long wings. There is that slight turn up there, but it also bends down to come back up again. So the presence of this flying around would be very, yeah, interesting. Get to the bottom side, shall we, and see this. It does look like a pterodactyl, doesn't it? With the big beak there, and there are two legs there, hiding off, because the tail that, wouldn't it? They'd be the feet there. Maybe that's what the Tal Shiar symbol is, instead of a bird of prey. Get you in a bit more for a bit more detail on this. There we go. It looks like a cave drawing of a bird or something. Very interesting with the eyebrows. And the nose on top of the beak, which is a bit weird. Okay, I'm coming down the wings. Lovely artwork on here. This is what I've said before on videos, is it's so good to do these. So interesting to see these, because you've got a CGI model which has been carefully designed, and we get a physical model like this, very, very easy to get and see and hold, instead of getting a standard model, which I absolutely love the models when they were in the films, but then getting a model and then having to recreate that step by step. At least this is a CGI file, and it's very easy to do. It's like I'm thinking a swallow or a swift with a long tapered wings. Isn't a swallow with the two tail at the back and a swift hasn't? Or the other way around, I don't know. Very, very interesting. Nice. With that cockpit, this has definitely got to be a fighter or a transport vessel, or I suppose with the Romulans, they've got to be multifunctional anyway. You can't have a shuttlecraft that plods along and then can't destroy a planet at the same time. That's the deceptive way of the Romulans. I mean, I'm glad that the first series of Picard did go very much into the Romulan sort of, yeah, just with them. No Klingons, there are a few other species and stuff, But I'm glad they did it, because the original series had the Romulans in a few episodes, and they're always in the background, a little bit shady, a little bit not sure what they were. The films ignored them until Star Trek VI, where there was the Romulan ambassador, which was plotting against the Klingons, and then Star Trek X brought the Romulans into it as trying to do peace with them, which is, it's kind of a, there's more Klingon element towards all the Federation stuff than there ever has been a Romulan element. And to a full series with the Romulans, yeah, we had a lot of the Borg as well, and a lot of other things. So let's go with size-wise, shall we, while we're here. Size on this, it completely blitzes the size of, I always say it's either the length of my hand, fingertip to wrist, or the width-wise, but it's kind of just shorter than, shyer than the width of my palm, but the size of the wings is ridiculous. Thinking that way. Reminds me a lot of a Klingon bird of prey for some reason. Not as long on the end there to the actual bridge, but it does remind me a bit of a Klingon bird of prey. Original Klingon bird of prey, not the Discovery one, which is abomination. No, it's a different design, a different concept, different ideas. That's fine. It brings it into this sort of millennium, shall we say. And don't get me started on the J.J. Abrams version of the bird of prey. Yeah, nice. Very nice. So there we have the Romulan Vessel, or Romulan Starship. Actually, to be honest, yeah, it says Starship on Memory Alpha. I've got Vessel on the box, I've got Vessel on there, and then it said Fighter as well. So again, it's a ship that doesn't know what it wants, but that's the whole deceptive nature of the Tal Shiar, or the Jacques Vache, or whoever it is who's flying these things. So, right, enough ranting over with Ralph. Let's get on with the end of it. So I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. I've got tons of videos on the channel to flick through, see what you want, see what you comment on as much as you can. If you want to help out me with the channel, everyone gets a mention at the beginning of the videos, and it keeps this channel going. If it wasn't for them, it would be a waste of time me doing this, and it keeps me going on a lot of ways. So thanks a lot to all the Patreons, all the donators, anyone and everybody who comments, which is really good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. And I almost forgot, this one would be in episode 5 of the Star Trek Universe collection, has actually got a freebie, and this month is a mug, Quantum Archives. So, let me just get you right in there, open her up, see, Starfleet headquarters. Let's see, what is the Quantum Archives, Brits? Okay, odd, but metal mug, not bad. Done, sorted for a freebie, really good. Nice one, Eaglemoss. Thanks for watching.